How's it going, YouTubers? The Electron Man here with another CB radio repair. This is a GE Model 3-581380 channel CB. Sorry, I thought I had it recording earlier. I kind of went through my normal troubleshooting, hooked the microphone up to my microphone test station there and tested the microphone. It seemed to be okay, and basically the problem I was having is I had no receive audio and no transmit. So basically power up, but I was getting no audio out of the speaker, and I was getting no transmit at all. And anyway, I got in here, and I was just messing around with it, kind of looking. Looks like it's been open before. It looks like it's been peaked. It's actually a nice looking layout here. Clean, real clean. And I'm like, geez, what could be going on here? We got a back capacitor, transistor, or whatever. But then I noticed I threw the microphone. I didn't throw, but I set the microphone down, and all of a sudden it started receiving a little bit. I'll turn it up here a little bit, and if you notice, I don't know if you can hear that or not, there's no receive going on now. I got it maxed out volume, no receive. But then I wiggle the microphone around, button on the microphone, and now all of a sudden we have receive. Actually, let's put a tone generation in there. Yes, here's my tone generation. So I think I got a couple things going on here. I think what we've got is a bunch of dirty switches here. Now all of a sudden, if I push real hard on the transmit, it'll transmit hello audio, and if I push just right on the microphone, it'll even get modulation. So I don't think this is actually, quote, a radio problem. See how when I set the microphone down, all of a sudden the volume went down again? I think I've got some dirty terminals in the microphone and on the volume control here. See how I touch that? So this is basically just this is what I call a preventive maintenance PM. I think more than it is a repair. But I mean, obviously, it wasn't functioning the way it was. You know, it's kind of interesting on these repairs how you come across. I had one the other day. I had to spend 4 hours on the bench signal tracing to find one bad cap, but then I come across these ones, you know, loose speaker wire, bad diode. I mean, pretty simple stuff. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get in here and clean everything up, and let's see what we end up with. Well, let's just go ahead and get started on cleaning this. I thought I'd do it off camera. Thinking, why am I going to do that off camera? I mean, people probably want to kind of see what we're doing here. But anyway, first thing I'm going to do, I'm even going to clean these. Put a little cleaner in there. I know that's probably not the problem, but it sure doesn't hurt to clean those as well. Plug it in and out a couple times to make sure it's cleaner. Obviously, this has been in a dusty environment or something somewhere, and we've definitely got some issues going on with the slide switch in here. That's kind of obvious by the fact that if I set it down in the receiver, if I push the top switch right here, you know, it varies from having modulation and working and receive to nothing, depending on where you hold the little switch. So obviously, it's got some dirty contacts in there. Should be an easy fix as far as just cleaning it. Pull this little microphone apart here. If you haven't seen one of these apart, there's really not a whole lot to them. You got your that's your microphone, and here's your little side switch with the push to button. So what I'm really wanting to hit is that side switch. Obviously, that is got some dirty terminals. So we'll get some other good old cleaner in there, and what I'll do is I'll work it around. Which what I'm doing is I'm removing all that, I'd call it smoke and everything else that sticks on there. What do they do on silverware? They call that a name. I can't think of it right now, but basically tarnish. And there's just a bunch of tarnish on there. Well, right now I'm loosening and breaking all the tarnish up. Now what I'll do is I'll go back and basically my intention here is to rinse all that tarnish off. Hit it again. Okay, that feels good. This is a factory microphone too, by the way. Factory GE mic with a GE radio. I'm going to put that back together there. Screw her back on there. Okay, we got one cleaned up microphone now. Now let's go ahead and go in here and let's go ahead and clean up the rest of this stuff in here. I'm going to hit the volume control. Obviously, that's one it was really giving me. And I'm looking for the side that's got to where you can get some fluid in it. Yeah, I can already tell the difference. It was stiff. Now it already smoothed up. But like I said, same thing. On a kind of rotate that volume back and forth full revolution to try and break all that tarnish off of there. And then once we do that, then I'll go back and hit it one more time, hopefully to rinse any of the rest of the stuff off. And we'll do the same on the other one, which is the, I need to see what two controls this has. What has it got here? It's got a RF gain, and it's just a squelch. Same thing, working back and forth real good. Usually you can tell when they're getting clean because they'll start freeing up and moving more freely, which these are doing now. And then after I do that, then like I said, I'll go back one more time. And just rinse them out. Get any of that tarnish, loose tarnish that I got broke up of it off. Okay. This is kind of cool too. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's got CB, CBPA, and PA. So I'm assuming what they got here is they've got one that will do CB and PA at the same time. That's interesting. I haven't seen one that'll do that before, but that's got to be what it is. It's got a 3-position PA, CB, and CBPA. I have to check that out. And then it's got an automatic noise limiter on it. And I'm not sure what. I'm sure AWI is probably some type of SWR warning to tell you if your SWR is too high. And it's got a little modulation light. We'll clean her all up. Let's see how she does now that I've done my little cleaning detail on all the switches and the microphone. See if it gets her back to operating at a normal browser. Okay, the squelch is definitely working. RF gain's working. That's the squelch. Definitely looking good there. Hello audio. Hello audio. Hello audio. Hello audio. Heck yeah. This is a swinging radio. Somebody did a good job on tuning this. I'm not curious about the CBPA. Sorry, that's me hitting the squelch. Hello. Oh, duh, I'd have to plug into the PA. I don't care about the PA anyway, but anyway. Not losing it anymore. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Just a little bit of cleaning. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Test 1, 2, 3. We're a talking dog right here. Yes, we are. Well, that's dead keying about 3.5 watts, swinging 9 on RMS. So you're probably talking swinging 12, 14 on a peak meter. Hello, audio. Definitely a healthy little radio. Awesome. Well, another repair here. Looks like the GE has been brought back up. I'll go ahead and unfortunately I don't have a 2-pin plug, so I had to wire my power supply into the inside. And yeah, my test stand here, what I do is I hook up these speaker wires, and then it can show me distortion and receiving if I need to tune the receiving. But I'm still sitting at minus 100 dB and 2 millivolts, so I'm looking good as far as receives rock solid. Modulation light works. Hello. And if we go, let's see what we do if we throw the SWR way off. Yeah, that's what that is. That AWI, see when I threw my SWR, it threw the AWI light. Go back to 1-to-1. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. This is a good little radio. I'd like to find out, I wonder who actually manufactured it. If it was typically Radio Shacks were manufactured for somebody or from somebody, but it's a good looking little rig, and like I said, somebody's been entertained. It did a really good job. I'm not going to touch it. We're running 130, 140% modulation. How's it look on the scope? See how modulation looks on the scope here. Let it warm up for a second here. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Audio. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Testing 1, 2, 3. Amazing. No flat tops either. That is a clean looking audio. And loud. Hello. Okay, well, I'm digging this rig. Heck, man, I'm gonna want to keep this one. This is a nice little rig. This is actually another buddy's, but I might try to talk him out of this one. I like this, and this is a good little talking rig. It's got the front mic too, 40 channel. Anyway, well, let me go ahead and button her up here and put her all back together and kind of look at a final review of her. Okay, we got her all back together and got her all cleaned up and looking like a new bride there. She's looking good. It actually cleaned up really well. This is a cool little radio. I haven't, seen one before. I maybe have, but I mean, it's not full of features, but it's got ANL, it's got PA, it's got RF gain. Pretty simple. It's got a nice little mic. Seems to be working good. Really impressed with it. It's not a real big radio, but it's front mic. I like front mics. But check this out. Head audio. Head audio. That's a healthy radio right there. And if you notice, let me go ahead and turn the squelch down. I'm at about 3 microvolts right there, 0.3 microvolts, at a minus 100 dB with about a 25% modulation. And listen to that. That's kind of my that's where I like to set them at. If I can hear there, I know I have a good strong receive, and it definitely has a very healthy receive in it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Just another one of my CB repair videos. As you can see, as we go through this series of me repairing all these CB radios, a lot of times it's not, don't overthink it. It's not always down to solder joints, and a lot of times it is bad solder joints and a bad transistor capacitor, but a lot of times it's simple stuff. This one was the switches all need to be cleaned. I mean, basically that's what was wrong with it. The mic switch, this switch here needed to be cleaned, and the volume control needed to be cleaned. Actually, they all did it. Probably was when I cleaned it up, it had a lot of smoke on it, so it probably was in a smoking environment, and it's set and tarnished, and just had bad connections. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this little video. It's a cool little radio. What else can I say? Have a great day. Please like and subscribe. This is the Electron Man.